podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
You believe the hype.
You know the saying, stay hungry, stay humble. I'm hungry, I'm humble in defeat, and I'm going to remain humble in victory. This is it, right?
Dazn Productions.
I just wanted to go on a great boxing masterclass and also show the sweet science of this lovely sport. Man, the first time was so nice, I had to do it twice.
I'm prepared to the best of my capability, and I pray that I get the win. Look at it, like, I love Mike Tyson, how he came into the game on some different kind of vibe. You know what I mean? But it takes a crazy man to want to fight, you know what I mean, day in, day out. It's a hardcore sport, as you said, no silk shoes.
Ain't no other sight in the game to see the boxing voice.
Good morning, TBV. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs, and if you're listening to this 7 days later, you should have joined us on Patreon to catch up with some good old-fashioned boxing talk live right here on patreon.com/the Boxing Voice. Get some of those perks by joining on Patreon by not having to suffer hundreds and hundreds of ads throughout those 4-hour audio podcasts that we have. Also, take advantage of being a Patreon member and ask every guest that we have on the show a question. We will be having Keith One-Time Thurman on today at 7:30 Eastern, and we're looking to get Bob Arum on. Still waiting back on Bob to give me the green light on that, but we are working. We're going to be talking Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, and even a little bit of Tyson Fury, as Joshua's done an interview with Chris Mannix from SI and Dazn. You know him for commentating on Dazn. He has his own podcast, and he did an interview personally with Anthony Joshua where it is my belief that Joshua clowns Deontay Wilder, believes that Fury still is going to win, but sarcastically is giving Wilder some sort of a shot to beat Fury, but definitely taking multiple shots.
You believe the hype.
Let me get to my co-host in New Jersey.
What's up, man? Yeah, I just want to say I saw fight too.
Stay focused, stay working my jab. Boxing voice. Because if he comes to fight, then I'm going to have to look for him, man.
I saw the fight too.
I think you accurate.
Yes. Good morning. Yes, we are here. Believe your own hype. That was rule number 4. There is always more work to do. And that was AJ talking about Deontay Wilder. So definitely talking about Fury afterwards. And those 3 names have to mesh together. Ness, what's up, man? Why are they talking who's pound for pound undisputed greatest if we skip that rematch and face Deontay and face Anthony Joshua instead of the rematch?
I mean, look, AJ did mention that in his interview with Chris Mannix that both Pulev and Wilder should step aside, but it was tongue-in-cheek. He later in the interview said that Eddie never asked him to step aside and that Eddie knew better than to ask him to step aside because there's just too much on the line, and, a man's respect is a little more than just finances. So he wanted to prove to the world that he could defeat Andy Ruiz, and he's giving Wilder that same benefit of the doubt. He feels like, even though he would love Wilder and Pulev to step aside, he thinks that Wilder will never step aside the way that he would have never stepped aside.
We all believe that, but Eddie Hearn also, if you're a casual fan like myself and don't comb through every piece of information released, you would think that Eddie Hearns and AJ are offering step aside money and hoping that Fury's team would give step aside money to make that fight happen. But the thing that I came up with is like undisputed. Does that really on record, if there were no contracts, is that the sequence to become undisputed? You just beat the one heavyweight, now go to the heavyweight that was defeated and redeemed himself to become undisputed?
I mean, technically that's what it is because, you know, he's got the belt. So it's not like, oh, he's a guy that was defeated and got his win back. He's the guy that has all the other 4 belts.
Gotcha.
Listen, it'll be a massive event. Just in theory, regardless of who was in the ring, simply because of all the belts. I mean, Joshua, you know, holds the IBO proudly, so he's bringing 4 to the table: IBO, IBF, WBA, and WBO. Fury's bringing 3, you know, his unattainable and grabbable lineal title, Ring Magazine title, and also the WBC title. So it's a lot of freaking hardware, you know. There's only that one that's imaginary, but obviously it's real now. Like, he gave his lineal title some sort of validity by never losing and then defeating this generation's boogeyman in the heavyweight division.
Now, that right hand, believe in your own hype, what is it called? There's always more to do. Wilder, do you think the fans believe that Wilder only has a right hand, and that's the chance that Anthony Joshua is giving to Deontay Wilder, that one punch?
Sarcastic chance, man. Let's hear him talk about it.
Punch. And I think Wilder believed that himself. He said, you know, you got to be perfect for 12 rounds. I just got to be perfect for 1 second. He believed the hype, you know. So, you know, in my opinion, yeah, I think that Fury will go in there and win again. But as I said, it's so true. All you have to do is
you know, all you got to do is hit him with that one punch. But, yo, I hate when he trolls Wilder. He did that before, like, it's Deontay Wilder, the bronze. Why he always got to change his name? I mean, his voice, though.
His accent.
Yeah.
His accent.
He always trying to change his voice and his act. I don't like that, man. It be rubbing me the wrong way, but it always makes me laugh.
I'm sure it gets under Deontay's skin, or maybe it just humors him, but I find it funny now because I find myself trying to imitate him or Eddie Hearn with the accent I'm reading their quotes. So, and I know you do too. So.
Yeah. I can't get me no UK accent. I wish I could practice, man, because
but you do the Bob Arum pretty well.
Yeah, but that's easy. That's an old raspy voice, man. But yeah, man, AJ, lot of shots, man. I think this is the tool bag right here. This shot was hard.
He's fought Spilka. He fought the big guy. What's his name? Early on in his career.
Brazil or no? That was
Brazil. Dorfus.
Yeah.
So he's fought Spilka, Brazil, Dorfus. He fought Bemain twice. He's fought Ortiz twice.
He's
fought Fury twice, and I think he fought Chris Arreola or Molina.
Arreola, because Arreola beat Seth Mitchell that time, yeah.
So Arreola. So within those 10, right, I looked at it and I said, okay, cool. We have Tyson Fury twice, Ortiz twice. And they're the top tier fighters in his 10 defenses. And all of those, 4 challenges that he's had, which are top tier fighters, he struggled with. So I thought, yeah, of course, Fury's going to come back.
Yo.
What's the yo about?
Because that's like killing me softly. That's like killing you with facts.
Right.
Bruh, the 4 times he was in with elite opposition,
He landed that one punch.
But you can look at it that way, but you can also look at it AJ's way. Like, yo, he struggled. First fight with Luis Ortiz, Luis almost stopped him in the 7th. Then the referee or the commission, yada, 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 the controversy. Yeah. Rematch Luis Ortiz, he was losing every round according to the media. Oh, 6 rounds down. Boop. He landed the right hand, turned things around. So AJ's like, oh, he struggled. Oh, he fought Luis Ortiz. Oh, shit, he losing. He's struggling again. Oh, he fight Fury the first time. Damn, he lose 10 rounds. He's struggling. Oh, he fight Fury again. Oh, he struggled again. So he's like, yo, this dude losing when he step it up. Listen.
Back off a long layoff, you know, and I thought he would come back again and get it right. I know what it means to come so close and have it stripped away. So I just thought Tyson Fury would do exactly what he would do. Tactically wise, I could break that down. But in terms of how he went about it, I just believe that when Deontay Wilder gets to top tier level, it's going to be difficult for him to stay there due to the fact that he had so long bubbling around mediocre fights.
Mediocre fights. Looking good on mediocre fights.
Shots fired. He said he going to struggle at the top level because he has so long. Check how he threw in the English word. He has so long bubbling around the mediocre fighters.
Yeah.
He taking shots today. He woke up taking shots.
I think Joshua also bubbled around mediocre fights. You know what I'm saying?
Hard to say that, man. I mean, it's hard. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
He fought Prince. Was
Charles Martin? I mean, but Charles Martin was a world champion.
But he got it on like a broken ankle.
I know. But technically, he was a world champion and AJ was not. Just like technically Wilder was not a world champion when he fought Bermane Stiverne. You can't discredit the man that they beat the title from.
Right.
They weren't champions at the time.
This is how I see it. They figured Wilder's code out, and it's that right hand, and Fury was the first to expose it. So, yeah, he believed his own hype when he said 1 second, it takes you 12 rounds. It takes him 1 second. They broke that code. That code was a fact. But you still he still has that right hand. Now he just has to box more. He fought 12 rounds. Who he went with? Molina. He went almost all 12 rounds, had a black eye, right?
Who?
Deontay Wilder.
Almost 12 rounds and had a knot was Duhaupas.
A what?
Duhaupas.
Yeah, when he had the swollen left eye or right eye, I don't remember which eye. But you know, he went. His right hand proved him victorious again, and they figured it out, man. He has to box more. We thought he boxed more that fight with the swollen eye. So he has to implement more of that, I think, and come up with some new strategies on setting up that right hand because they're talking reckless out there on his name.
Yeah.
Bob Arum, that right hand is a gun. Take it away, beat his ass. Fury pressed him, took that right hand away, beat him. Now AJ's talking reckless. So somebody got to get in that corner and talk to Wilder.
I'm with you. They're kind of losing the respect for him. You know, I'm trying to find this clip where AJ is just, you know, talking about how to beat Wilder.
Yeah.
Would you have fought Deontay Wilder like that if that Dazn deal had come together last year? Would that have been a tactic you would have employed?
It's easy for me to be like, yeah, that's it. I would have fought him exactly like that. You know, I'm gonna be real. Of course, that's the way to take it. So when you look in a Warrior's tool bag, okay, and I look in Deontay Wilder's tool bag of weapons, he has a right hand. So I say, how do we take that away from him? It's hard for a fighter to throw a powerful right hand moving backwards. So we need to put him on his back foot and be dominant in that sense. How do we take away the right hand when he's on his front foot? I need you to practice slipping it, making it shoot over your head, defending it with the lead hand. So these are tactics I would have done. And I thought once I take that main weapon away, there'll be a problem. I've never really seen him hurt anyone with an uppercut. I've never really seen him hurt anyone with a right hand to the body or with a left hook. So when I looked in the Arsenal bag, I think that's the way. Pressure and take away his main weapon, which is his right hand, and then you're 75% of the way to victory.
Bomb Squad! It's easy in retrospect to say that when Tyson Fury gave you the blueprint, but the blueprint is out now.
Right.
It is out
That's
now.
The code.
All I know is that from all I'm gathering is I still want this fight. You know, fighter A beating fighter C doesn't mean that he could beat fighter B. So just because Tyson beat Wilder don't mean that AJ can, and maybe it does, but I want to see it. Especially when, AJ's talking hella greasy. Because I save one of the best for last. It might take me a little bit of time to find it because I was late with...
Wait, let me get in real quick.
Adding all these. Go ahead.
Let me ask something. So, yeah, it could be easy to say that after the fact, right? But also got to consider Fury moves different and is heavier and taller. That might have played a factor in that pressure being possible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Listen. Fury is the pressure's always... Listen, he came with a different game plan, so, it's hard to say.
Then the other question is, the whole you can't show a old dog new tricks. So hopefully that don't apply to Wilder. He got to learn new tricks.
He does got to do something because they think, listening to the entire interview, they think that they know the code, like you said. AJ says, look, just if he's walking you down, slip. If he's on the back foot, inch in. That's what Fury did, inch in a little by little. So they think it's easy from the outside looking in, but the power is still there. But, they've dulled him down to a one-trick pony now. They're saying it's only a right hand. If you stop the right hand, you can beat him, is how they're trying to paint it.
Exactly. I'm still riding with Wilder.
Yeah. I mean,
not siding with Ness for all the listeners out there. I ride with Wilder on this.
Nah,
I'm
dog,
American.
you siding with me. You siding
I like
with
Wilder.
me.
I visited his gym, so I'm near.
Nah, you siding with me, champ.
Nah, champ, not siding with Ness. Letting you know, all you J-Max out there.
I gotta find this other audio, man. Let me see if it's this one.
It's for Spilker.
That's not it. We just had that one. Let's get rid of that. Bam. So could it be this one? No, that's not it.
While you look for that, if Anthony Joshua and Pulev go at it this year, if Anthony Joshua doesn't look super dominant, it's gonna take a lot away from his name too.
If what?
If Anthony Joshua doesn't look extremely dominant and in control against Kubrat Pulev, it's gonna take a lot away from his name based off the criticism he's given Deontay Wilder.
Yes and no, right? Because if he gets the win, that's really all that matters. Because you still, if he stays in the win column, we still get the big fight with Undisputed.
I know. But I did say it puts a lot of criticism on his name for those who say, damn, man, you was talking like you got the code for Wilder. Why don't you got the code for Pulev? Is Pulev an undefeated fighter? Sorry.
You don't do a lot of trash talk on social media, AJ, but were you tempted after Wilder lost to kind of respond in the same way he responded when you lost your titles?
Oh, yeah. I went into my drawer, I pulled out my long list of things to say. I've got a lot of things I can say about Wilder, but, you don't knock a man when he's down also. And that was at the top of the list. So I have to stand by those principles. But for sure, I think me and Wilder, as I say, are cut from a different cloth. He's what we call, it begins with a B and ends with a H. I'm not like that. I'm more of a man. I don't really get on the internet talking crud. The only times you've really seen me talk recklessly is against Dylan White and against Jarrell Miller. But other than that, I'm an ambassador of the sport. I'm trying to be clean. I'm trying to be represent my sponsorships, represent the zone properly. So I try to stay away from the typical stereotype of a heavyweight boxer. So it's difficult, but I have it in me to fire up and talk recklessly when needed.
He's right. He's right.
I remember shots, though. He's sending shots.
I'm gonna tell you why he's right. I'm gonna side with him. He's a gentleman, right? He's an ambassador. He used the right word. He represents his sponsors. He don't want to do what Broner and Billy Joe Saunders does, you know, when it wiped everything away. And I didn't mean to use Broner because Broner still has a sponsor. But, you know, he doesn't do that. He doesn't talk reckless. He don't ignite the pushing and the punching, you know, at press conferences. So I think he is right. But it takes away from people that really like the sport, that part of the sport. And that's what Deontay Wilder wins.
Yeah, man. I mean, look, that's about all the audio. I don't think I need to present any more. He's definitely taking shots, clowning Wilder. The laugh, the sarcastic laugh, the sarcastic, yeah, he can win. Yeah, the switching of the I hate when he does that American accent, bro. Word is born. But I love it. I hate, but I love it. I hate it, but I love it. Let me see. This is him when he first used to do that. This is when he first started changing his voice, mimicking Wilder.
I'm Deontay Wilder, bomb, Alabama power, baby. WBC heavyweight champ of the world.
Yo, but why he gotta be like that? Like, I'm Deontay Wilder, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he be getting me hot, bro.
Yo, on his defense, though, let me hear your accent.
What kind of accent?
English accent.
I don't even know how to do it. I need to hear it. Even though he just spoke, I can't do it. I can't, man. I wish.
My name is Anthony Joshua, and I'm from West Wembley representing, man. Now, he probably
that
go
sound
hear
a little
like,
bit. That should sound like a little bit like Dillian White, man. You had a little Jamaican, Nigerian. I mean, he is Nigerian, but no, it was more Jamaican in there, man.
It's hard to do, man.
It is hard.
It's like, yo, I hate when English people probably like, I hate when Enrique does that. He sound Jamaican. He's doing that for. That's not how we sound, you know? Yeah, it's funny. I find it entertaining.
You believe the hype.
You know that laugh fake as hell. That's faker than the Joker laugh, yo. How is that real? Yo, he funny as hell. He trolling. I love it, though. I do love it. It's funny as fuck. That's why you got to still have this fight. You can't let this dude run around here. He ain't beat you. He living off his boy. You know, like his boy got the win, man. You got to come get this guy. This guy and you still need to have a conversation for sure. But we're going to go out to the callers, man. You got any final thoughts before I head out to the sponsors?
Nah, man. Final thought is, man, Fury got to do it again. That's it. Then entertain AJ and Eddie.
Yo, you know, in that interview, he said, AJ said that he would be willing to fight Fury in a no-crowd arena because we all know how Fury is, how like things are uncertain with him. So it's just like, he's like, yo, if we let Fury, you know, give him too much time, he might not be around no more. So
true.
I'll fight him right in this pandemic in a you know, in like a closed arena, no fans.
So they playing a mental game with Fury because mentally Fury is unstable and uncertain.
But it could work. It could work like backwards against AJ, right? Like you saying stuff about Fury could motivate Fury. Remember, it worked that way for Wilder. Wilder said, "Oh, Fury, you fat ass, you ain't never gonna be world champion. Get back to working out so I can beat you up." And he used it. And then his first run, he was like, Deontay Wilder. He was he was fat as hell. He's like, Deontay Wilder running and shit. Oh,
and
that
no
was
one
hilarious.
believed in him.
No one. I mean, that's why right now, bro, listen, we're living in such a great era. I listened to the PBC podcast yesterday, and those dudes really tried to compare the Klitschko era to this era. So the Klitschko
as what? Because the Klitschko era
as
was
a better
dry.
era. They try
better
to
era.
Well, their favorite era is the Ali era. So they try to make it like three different eras: the Ali, Frazier eras, you know, and then Vladimir Klitschko, Lennox Lewis, Vitaly, and then this generation.
Nah, I prefer the Ali. My three is the Ali, era, Joe Frazier, George Foreman, then the Tyson, Lennox Lewis, Evander Holyfield, then this one. Like, the Klitschko was overlooked by Americans, if you ask me.
It was. But I think that this generation's heavyweights are better than Vlad's era. Because Vlad was top heavy, whether you gonna, because Lennox probably bubbled in two different eras. He remember, he was with Mike, beat Mike, and then stood in the era with the twins of Vitaly and Vlad. So he's in two different eras. But that being said, like, they was top heavy. They was just Vlad and Vitaly when they reigned. The second tier dudes wasn't good. Our second tier dudes are good. Like, Luis Ortiz is good. Oscar Rivas, Dillian White, you know, who else second?
Chisora, maybe.
Yeah, Derek Chisora. Our second tier is good. Vlad ain't have no second tier. It was just like top and then Mahmoud Shah, you know, like, you could sprinkle David Haye because David Haye was up there with them, but like Mahmoud Shah, I can't even remember. Carlos Takam was in that era. A lot of Corey Sanders, Samuel Peters. Who else comes to mind? That era, it was just not this era. Like, Samuel Peters gets beat.
Moving. In this era, things are moving. That era shit was just lined off. Things did not move. You know, but what are your thoughts? That same not PBC interview, but the Chris Mannix interview where he mentioned that Terrence Crawford, right, just crossing into PBC, was saying if he fights in an empty arena, he should get paid more. And the panelists on that Dazn podcast was speaking of, nah, you should get paid less. I kind of thought that.
I mean, it is true. You do get paid less because fighters like AJ, he speaks about that specifically. I got that quote. Right here, let me see. Did I delete it?
I kind of disagree. I think the commentators should get paid less because the fighter's still going in there at risk, taking the same punch, still putting himself in front of harm's way, you know? That's like saying, the police should get paid less because there's a pandemic.
Yeah, but the thing is, you get more money for bringing in tickets. If you ain't bringing in them tickets no more, how we giving you more money?
Postpone the fight, then nobody gets paid. The fighter,
you could do that.
He's for Spilka.
Nah, that's not it. I keep bringing in that same clip. I have a clip where they ask him about fighting in the venue. Let me see.
Yeah. I just don't think it's the same, man.
He's for Spilka.
I keep bringing up the same clip. Jesus.
Punch.
Just a
and I think Wilder.
No, that's not it either. I don't know, man. I thought I had to see. This is why I took a little bit long trying to get these. Maybe it's this one.
Would you have fought Deontay Wilder like?
Nope. I got it, man, but it's I got to find it.
The one benefit I think you might get out of a studio fight, let's just call that a fanless fight, is that watching it on TV, the audio of the thump of punches might be there, the corner might be there. You'll hear the talking shit after the fight, you know, or before the fight or during the fight. I think the audio quality would be like tenfold because it's an empty arena.
Yeah, I mean, I just understand. I'm not saying it's fair to the fight. I just understand that you can't get paid what you normally get paid. Like, again, if I could find that clip, Chris asks AJ about fighting in an empty arena because he's like, you get paid like $8 to $10 million in gate. Would you be willing to fight in an empty arena? He's like, it's going to be a huge economic hit. I'm going to be suffering like everybody else, but I will do it because it's kind of like for the love of the sport, for the love of the fans. You know, he said the political answer.
Yeah, politically correct.
You know, I wish I had the audio.
Crawford said it best. Now you got to pay me more. Or there's no fight.
Would you have fought Deontay Wilder?
Damn, that's not it either. I don't know, man. Whatever. I had it, man. I had it.
Well, we touched on it.
And look, it's his podcast. Shout out to Chris Mannix. Don't get mad. We just spreading the word of the great interview that you did. So, again.
Yo, Call of Duty, though. Call of Action right now.
What?
Drop that.
What you want to drop?
Yo, if you listening to this 7 days later.
If you listening 7 days later, you're not on Patreon. If you're not on Patreon, you're not taking advantage of everything that the Boxing Voice is offering, like 0 ads. during your playback. Like, why you want to listen to the playback with hella ads? You know what I mean? Then, not only that, the ability to call in from Skype all over the world. Shout out to Osiris Boxing, calling in from a whole nother country, taking use of Skype. Not only that, partake in the live shows, be in the live chat, and even in the Skype back call.
And call Enrique Church and say, yo, you suck, you don't know shit about boxing, or be like, yo, I love you, man. I relate to you.
Yeah, man, but definitely receive the news up to date by being part of the live show. If not, catch us 7 to 10 later on our flagship channel, ThaBoxingVoice.com/YouTube. But you can always catch us daily right here, live at Patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice.
Who's our guest tonight?
Tonight we got Keith Thurman right here.
Keith,
so only our patrons can hear that live, and you guys, I guess, you know, the rest of you will hear it 7 to 10 days later, which I hope it hits as hard. But yeah, we'll be having Keith, and I'm trying to get Bob, man. I'm trying to get Bob. So hopefully we can. Because
so if I had $3 and I was a Patreon, I could hear Keith Thurman tonight live.
No, you cannot. But if you had $3 and you was a patron, you can ask Keith Thurman a question and then hear him answer it 7 to 10 days later.
Okay.
But at least you get to ask him a question. You know what I mean?
So $5 I could hear him live and then call in and respond.
I mean, if he would have been on a Thursday flagship show, yeah, $5 you could call in and hear him live. And I don't know, if we had a guest on Untitled, you can hear him, because $5 gets you access to Untitled podcast, which is a podcast that we do about, you know, everything. We talk boxing. Really, we talk whatever you guys ask. Like the hosts bring their own kind of introduction to how their week was, but then we go straight to Patreon questions, which are normally a lot. And you can do that with $5. You can check out Untitled. You could also check out Film Study Tuesday. We just did Laura Canelo and Castillo Mayweather. No, I'm giving them the whole list.
Oh, okay.
You know, we did Thurman Pacquiao, Castillo Mayweather, Laura Canelo, and Gennady Derevyanchenko so far for this month.
Right.
And that
definitely
all
worth
is,
quarantine money.
Yeah, and that's all $5, and you can get that with no ads. You know, you can get the MP3, put it in your favorite podcast catcher, player, whatever. And you know, you also get Border Wars content. Right now, Border Wars kind of on hold because of the virus, just like real boxing. But you know, I've been getting messages left and right. There's actually a new cruiserweight that wants to sign up, so people still. Yo, there was a dude that was like way too experienced. He's like, yo, I got like 40 amateur fights. I just want to get in because I need the exposure. I'm like, chill, champ. You're trying to kill somebody with 40 fights. 40 amateur fights. I'm like, bro, you're trying to kill somebody.
You got to find somebody with 40 amateur fights too.
Nah, man. I mean, that's what I'm saying. We're going to have to graduate to pro-am shows, man, where we do amateurs and pros. And then our Border Wars fighters just got to get their book. There's nothing to get your book.
Undercard. Yeah, and
what I mean by book is your USA Pass book to be an amateur boxer. You know, everybody wants to be an. Yo, imagine telling your son that you had some amateur fights. Yo, JT could poke his chest out. He had 10, either amateur or pro fights, like poking his chest, bruh. Peacock style, Lions only type of shit. You know what I mean? Because I know how I feel with Border Wars. Man, don't let the old man get a motherfucking amateur fighter. So you let me get them little golden gloves around my neck, you ain't gonna never hit the end of it. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I see those on the street every once in a while too.
Nah, but see, I would never buy them from Amazon, fake ass shit.
No, I meant like people wearing them. Like a dude might be wearing them on a train, and you like,
yeah, you gotta check them. Next time you see him, like, yo, fam, what tournament you won? See if he just bought his on Amazon or some shit.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, is he a Golden Glove winner? Is he a Diamond Glove winner? Is he, you know, a national win? What he got, man? But no, it would be cool. You know, I
always assumed he was a Golden Glove winner. And I recognize it because when I was a kid, when my barber used to have him, his name was Negro. He was a boxer for the Golden Gloves. But crime took him away from boxing.
Bro, Golden Gloves back in the day was like being pro. If you was a dude that had like, yo, yeah, man, I fought in the Golden Glove, let alone won. Like for where I'm from, you know, that was something because you know New York, it's hard to win in New York City. A lot of people, man. So that's why Daniel Jacobs was so heavily touted. You know, Golden Boy and Heyman picked him up immediately because my man was. Even though Porter put him down 6 or 7 times in amateurs, he was winning a lot of Golden Gloves. But let's go out to the callers again. We've given you the audio. Anthony Joshua did an interview. I mean, it's up for interpretation, I guess. If you don't believe that he is clowning Deontay Wilder, let us know what you thought of the audio. I personally feel, the change of accent, the laughter, and the sarcastic, he could get a win if he, lands the right hand, is definitely him taking shots. But, man, let's go out to these sponsors and get this thing started.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
You believe the hype.
Let's go out to what we got. We got on Skype. We're going out to Getty. Talk to me.
Yo, Ness, man. Yo, I'm just now tuning in, man.
No problem. Trey in the Bay. Also just listen. Info Joe in Cali. I know you guys on the West Coast. That's what it is. I get it, man. What is it over there?
Good morning, champ.
6:48 in the morning. What up, Info Joe?
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! I'm ready!
Yo, am I clear?
Loud and clear.
Hey, I got a hot 16, man. I'm going to warm up the mic for Stainless and Mario when he come on.
Oh, wait,
Y'all
wait,
ready?
wait.
Mario dipped off. Mario dipped off.
Oh, is he ducking today?
Nah. Y'all ain't gonna believe it, so I don't even want to give you what he ain't coming on today. He told you in the pre-pro.
But I forgot about he had a major event.
He did have
highlight of the show.
He did have a major rap battle that was supposed to go down today. But he's got it's coronavirus, man. His grandmother is ill and they're all in the hospital.
Oh damn! All right, that's forgivable.
Damn. Yo. Ness.
I'm here. We just letting you talk, champ. We letting you talk.
Okay.
You big backing over there, baby.
Hot 16. I got a hot 16
we waiting for you
today,
to spit.
man.
We waiting for you to spit.
Y'all ready?
We ready.
All right.
We ready. It's Freestyle Friday. Let's go. What you got?
Let's go. The Boxing Voice alumni. They call me Info Joe. Bell rings, first round, going toe to toe. Chin checking opposition. Victory is my mission. I talk with my hands. Boom, boom. Now listen. That's a 2-piece. I'll call it a 1-2. I slip the jab. Counter punching out your food. Ain't no love when I put on the gloves. They frightened when I'm fighting. I'm a titan when I'm writing, kicking back. Hot boxing with my man Mike Tyson, throwing bombs like Wilder. Now I know you shook. Then I hit you with a Danny. No look hook. Going in the towel now. Here comes the knockout. I see the ref Steve Willis with his eyes bugged out. LA stand up. No need to say more. It's the oldest champ on Border Wars.
Nice! Yo! Yo, you had that Kumo D flow, but the punchlines was right. I love the no look left hook. Yo, he did have the Kumo D though. You know, he had the Kumo D. He had that Kumo D delivery.
You could have went toe to toe with somebody up there.
Yeah. Yo, that Israel, you up? Israel, you was looking for a challenge.
Nah, I don't think Israel can hang yet.
Well, he been practicing. You don't know what he got.
That is true too.
You don't know what he got. Joe, man. That was good, Joe.
Oh, man. You know, I had to just warm up the mic. I thought they was getting down today, man. Show them how we do it. The old guy still got something left.
You do. Nice little punchlines there, man. Nice little punchlines. All right, Joe, well, thank you for calling in, man. Let's see who's going to be brave enough to step up, man. Joe put it out there. If you're listening, rocking out with us live, you know you can always listen in absolutely free by calling 1-425-569-5241. So if you're listening to this 7 to 10 days later, it's free to call in. You know, we're live every day at 9. Ain't nothing changed, you know, except that our Patreons, get early access. and all the good stuff. But yeah, you can always hit the one if you want to talk. If you're on Blog Talk, you want anything, you want to talk, voice your opinion. Don't forget to hit that one button. And I'm gonna go out to Mr. Israel, Oklahoma. What up?
Y'all, good morning. Man, that was fire, Joe. I love that. That was beautiful, dude. Hey,
yeah.
After some behind the scenes discussions with J&J Promotions, I've decided that I'm going to work. Well, we're going to work together, but I can't disclose all that information on the public here. But very good.
Who's going to work together?
Well, I'm signed with J&J. Of course.
Oh. So what's that mean? You can't battle info?
He got to work behind the scenes, he's saying.
Hey, you got to talk to Mac for that. Enrique's going to talk.
Oh, so you don't take on challenges unless your manager say so. I got it. I know. I was told you was looking for a stage because you had been working, so I thought you was already about to spit Friday. So now the public doesn't get to hear you, is what you're saying?
Oh, I'm not spitting today. No.
Oh,
no, I've sold my work. I can't do that. It's against my contract. I signed a non-disclosure agreement.
Ooh. So I mean, but the public was expecting to hear you today.
Well, we didn't set anything up, and
I mean, your manager contacted me. He said, "Yo, get Israel Weber a fight. He ready to go. He's been practicing." I'm like, "Yo, have him spit Friday, so that he could put the bait on the hook."
I had some bars set up. I was ready, but what'd y'all say about Mario? I missed that when the info asked.
He had a family emergency. His grandma's headed to the hospital.
Okay, yeah. I had some bars for Mario. Of course, I'll put those on hold.
Listen, you could always leave those right here. I mean, rewind is always a possibility. All he got to do is press rewind. The bars live forever once they get spit.
No. I work something out with my management team. I'll let you handle that.
You sure you ain't Billy Joe's cousin, man? You're doing a lot of back foot right now, man.
No, man. Believe me, I was ready, but there was a lot of doubt. I think you called my rhymes nursery school rhymes, didn't you, Ness? And,
I'm saying so. But that was motivation, and then I heard you was working, so we was ready. We was ready. I
was kind of ready myself, but after thinking on it and talking to my, getting advice from my management team, I decided I'm gonna have to. I might stick behind the scenes for a little bit. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm getting messages from your managers, man. They saying too much airtime. I got to set up a battle. You can't be freestyling for free. So I got it. It's all good. You don't do the free shows for the public no more. You bougie now. Now that you're a star, you can't do, you can't spit some bars for the crew.
My work will be known. I think I don't know exactly with all the management, but my work may be known today. But that's not.
Oh, let me find out. He's trying to say he ghostwrote something. He ghostwrote something. Enrique. He said my work. He said my work may be known today. I signed something. So basically, they like, yo, you got bars, but you got to work on the swag department. They kind of doing a Neo. Remember when Neo, he was hot because he wrote songs for everybody. Then he got to drop an album. It was like, all right, look, you bubbling enough that your hairline being behind your neck don't matter no more. Let's go.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Swag department.
Yo, he always had that hat on because that hairline was like back in the back of the back.
That's crazy. But I can't wait to hear what Israel got out there.
Yo, I mean, info ain't motivate you. He almost sounded like you.
Me?
Yeah, you got that flow like that. You got that flow like that.
D. I mean, he was more old NWA.
Nah, he was more like Kumo D. He was like
before Straight Outta Compton.
He was like
Dr. Dre.
Left hook, right hook. That's a 1-2. Yeah. What you gonna do? 2-1. Yo, give him some bars, Enrique. Let me see who we got. We got New Orleans, the Brothers.
You know how these bitches is in the sport. Total disrespect. Kid has no class, no style at all. I'm a gorilla, I'm a dog. I'm a dog, I'm a gorilla.
The smartest thing you can do is to stay Stay away from Derek.
He can't be the boogeyman if I'm chasing him. You want to bet on?
You bet 100,000 on that.
Let's bet $1 million.
Easy. Let's bet $1 million.
Yo.
Champ.
Can y'all hear me?
We hear you with the background slightly. Let's see how it goes.
I can't do nothing about it. I'm in an error. Like, can you hear me clear now?
Yeah, way better. Way better.
All right, look. Hey, stop. Let me tell you something, Ness. You ain't gonna be up here putting my clients in positions to where they gotta speak. I can speak for them. You got any questions about talking to my clients, you can talk to me directly. Don't be asking no questions. I got all the answers you need.
I don't deal with you, man. I don't deal with you, man. You Bob Arum. I'm dealing with Todd DeBuff, your brother, man. I'm sorry.
Hey, you can do whatever you want to do, but guess what? I gotta still finalize all them deals, though. So somewhere, some fashion, you gonna have to see me and hear from me anyway.
I don't know, man. Todd DeBuff,
you gonna hear from me anyway.
Todd DeBuff to take over, man. I don't know, man. Hey. Me and JT been talking already anyway, man. We you know, you get brought up to speed in your meeting. Me and JT already got deals going on.
I got you. Hey, but look, info. You already signed with J&J Promotions. You just don't know it yet. But sign that contract when we send it over. Hey,
what
great.
That sounds like
AJ,
some Suge Knight shit, man.
AJ, you know he talking reckless, man, but trying to keep it clean and stuff like that. Just to stick to the topic. I'm still looking forward to that battle, but I don't know, Mr. Stainless. He kind of froze up last week. We might have to go ahead and put old Info Joe on him, man. I don't know about that Stainless work, but that's my first call, man.
Nah, man, I don't know. Stainless, I think he ready, man. I think he ready. I forgot.
What you think Stainless should do with Mario's absentee?
I'm about to text Mario and see how's everything going because maybe because of its emergency, he don't even remember that he had the battle, you know? But who's up next? The brothers. Yo, remember this? Let me see. I gotta always adjust audios here for these new sound bites.
No, I wouldn't. If I was Anthony Joshua, I'd go to an island and I'd move there and I'd never box again.
Yo, people mean when you get a loss, man.
So interesting that you come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit. Hey, with that comment. Come on. That was a piece of fuck you. That was a piece of shit. You know, we're doing live TV. Man, I don't care. What you gonna do about it?
I'll kill this mother. Why do you have to talk like that? Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. You have a problem? Turn off your station. I'm the best ever.
Yo.
What up?
Man, what's up, man? I'm disappointed, man. I feel bad that happened to Mario, you know. I thought it was getting better, stuff like that. But dang, man, I was looking for that battle. But yeah, Ness, you can't be coming at Israel like that. I sent you that message, let you know we need to find him a battle. You know, we ain't doing this.
Yeah, but we talked. We talked, and I said, yo, he gonna have to spit so he can entice somebody. We talked about that already.
Look, no, he could have got a little fight with somebody else on that. Then
but Joe just came through and crushed the building in Israel trying to tuck his tail.
Info manager, man. He with JJ and Promotions, man. I'm telling you, he already with us.
No, man, y'all sending them Suge Knight deals. Y'all sending Suge Knight deals. Y'all don't want to have no competition.
Look, my brother the enforcer, I'm the peacemaker. But I mean, I talked to Info Joe. He good over here, man. But yeah, what's up with Mario, man? Get Mario on the phone, man. Oh, he got to give up that belt today.
I text him. Nothing yet. I text, but we'll see.
All right,
JT, New Orleans. We going out to. Oh man, he's been waiting patiently. You knew he was calling in.
To this day. Take along if you know the words. Come on.
Just listening there. Bring me back in, Leah. Just listening.
What? Oh, wow. With your man taking all them shots, I can't believe it. All right. Hey, Odie, you must be busy at work. We going out to Osiris Boxing. Talk to us. Osiris. All right, just listening as well. Uh-oh, we going to Stainless.
Oh, shit.
Explain. Red belt, black belt, W-O-N green. I'm king. Undisputed GOAT, TBE. And you can catch the news first on TBV. Voice of the people, now let me speak. Scientists of the sweet, B-O-X-I-N-G.
Shit be getting me in the mood. What up, Stain?
Yo, what up, though?
What up, though, Stain?
You feeling deflated? Your man pulled the...
Nah, I mean, you know, I was until I heard the reason, you know, and I mean, you got to consider I was just going through that same thing last week myself. So, you know,
so you understand.
I'm not going, you know what I'm saying? I completely understand. I've already lost both of my grandparents. I'm 42. You know, I lost my grandparents as a teenager. So on all sides, I understand. And this is, you know, this is a disease that's attacking old people, you know what I mean? Or older people. So I'm not finna bother that dude. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get it in next Friday, you know, that's cool with me. I don't mind putting it off, bro. It's as ready as I am, you know, for all of that. Like, I'm not about to do that. You know, apologies to everybody that was waiting for that. And I appreciate info. That shit was nice, brother.
Yeah, that was nice.
You know what I'm saying? No, I feel deflated because I was like listening to info spit. I was trying to, you know, come up with a couple bars right quick, but you know, it's like I can't do that, man, like that. I'm not about to take anything away from that, man. If anything else, I would tell everybody who's listening and anybody that's gonna be listening later on, pray for that man and his family and his grandmother, you know what I'm saying, to get well and come out this all right. You know what I'm saying? That's really all I got, man. If, you know, maybe I'm gonna shut up so maybe I can get a freestyle in on my boomerang or something. You know what I'm saying? It's always safe. I'm gonna just leave it at that for now.
I look forward to that. Hopefully you get us out.
Yo, Freestyle Friday took over, man. Stone Bone, talk to us.
Yeah, man, that's sad to hear, man. We've been riding for this for a week, man, but we value life over words, man. So praying for him, man. Hope everything come through. Hope Allah's pleased with everything his family has done, and they bless him with more time with his loved ones. And Anthony Joshua, is that why he lost? Is he projecting on Wilder? Was he believing his hype that he was coming to America? Like Eddie Murphy, he thought he was coming to take over. He thought he was a king. He thought he was a king coming to America to take over, and he lost. Is he projecting what happened on Wilder? See, the thing that, listen, I want the UK fans and AJ to realize you got knocked out too. Not just Wilder, you got knocked out too. Both of y'all got knocked out. So apparently both of y'all was feeling something or listening to too much or something. And how about this? Wilder, fight AJ. AJ, how about this? Get in the ring with Wilder, and I still got a stack that he knock you out, AJ. I still bet Wilder knock you out. You ain't half the boxer Fury is, and you definitely ain't half the man he is, because you've been running around in them little shorts and all of this stuff you've been doing, sitting in these hot tubs with men's. We ain't having that. Wait till Wilder bounce back and then get to talking. I'll catch y'all later.
All right. Let's see here. Trey in the Bay. No, yes, maybe so. Trey in the Bay. Yo, I posted that Charlo Crawford on IG. It's heating up.
The response is crazy.
Yes, sir. A lot of comments, man. I'm trying to build the show off that, man. I hit up Bomac too, see what's up. Hit up my man Jamel Harriman, see what's up. Know what I'm saying? Start pushing that damn thing.
What about Derek James?
I hit him up too, man, but you know Earl might not, got to get cool with Earl. Oh, look who's on. We're going to go out to New Jersey. New Jersey's on.
Just like the king is what I mean. The king is what I mean.
I mean, peace, God.
Yo, peace, God. What's good, fellas?
What up?
No, I've been trying to keep up with y'all. Hey, I know I might run short. Don't cut me off, y'all. If y'all got to me last, y'all got a little time for me. Throw me a bone, fellas. Yo, I was listening last night. I just had to take it down, but that was a crazy show in terms of this whole idea of Spence and Bud even fighting. And I even, I looked on the gram. I saw somebody say, "Oh yeah, this is all just theoretical," but this is what it's supposed to be. And the first thing I heard when I heard about Crawford, if they even propose, I thought of Sugar Ray Leonard. Then I thought about Bud on Twitter responding to a post of who would win between him and Sugar Ray Leonard. So I'm thinking like all this talk is more than talk because Bud is hearing all the talk. He got people talking for him, and he's like, I think he's tired of motherfuckers saying that he's not fighting people. So he's like, yo, fuck it. If somebody else put it, I know Charlo put it out there, but I don't think this is something that Bud would back away from, given the fact that it's just a whole lot of fucking talk and go because ain't nobody fighting. But this is good. This
you said Spence. You said Spence. Did you mean Charlo Crawford?
I mean Charlo. I'm sorry, Charlo. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes, I'm sorry. And that's the thing, like, because it's in that same camp. It's all them elements to it. Because the Spence fight, to me, it would still be great. But you think Spence would want that fight if Bud dusted off Charlo? I don't even think he still would want it. I think then Spence would say, "Fuck it, let me go and fight Canelo."
Nah, because you gotta think. You gotta think. He might hypothetically be getting the better of Charlo in sparring. So if Bud did it, he might be like, "So what? I do that in sparring, or I fare well with Jermell in sparring at least." Like you gotta think that Bud also gets a sense of confidence. Earl also gets a sense of the confidence from sparring with a 154-pounder because Earl's a welterweight.
You also got to think of if Charlo were to lose, what does he learn off that loss?
What does who learn?
Spence.
I mean, yeah, he's gonna learn.
He's gonna learn a lot.
He gonna learn whether he win or lose. Then that is Charlo, right? Like Earl's gonna learn a lot, but like I feel, I mean, it could also scare him off. But
not even.
But it won't matter though. It won't matter. It won't matter though because Bud would have crossed over.
At that point,
hopefully, that Charlo fight puts him over the top. Like, I mean, I can't think of a more sexier opponent. Like, maybe someone can argue financially that Brooke. I just don't see Brooke doing it in America. I see a back end UK check helping the promotion out, but I don't see Brooke doing anything in America. Like, I think ESPN would gobble it up. Max Kellerman would be calling this dude the next fucking Sugar Ray Leonard. Oh, remember when Sugar Ray had to put pennies in his pocket and all this shit? Bro, they're going to jump on this dude's bandwagon.
That Donnie Lalonde fight I keep talking about.
They're going to jump on his bandwagon, bro. Listen, they do it all the time. I got dudes killing me on Instagram right now like, oh, this is a super fight. I said, damn, dude, I posed the question, is this a super fight? And why isn't it? If Garcia Earl could be perceived as that and Brooke and all those other weak super fights, I think this is way better than that.
It's a true pound for pound fight as well. And let me ask one question. I don't want to hold the let me rock, but look, is it a scare off if Spence says like, yo, you want to go for greatness? Forget me and you. I'm a step up. We're talking the potential for true pound for pound separation here. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's a scare off. It might be a motive.
At that point, I'm sorry. I mean, at that point, they would think Spence is ducking, but thanks for calling in. They would think Spence is ducking at that point, Enrique. If Crawford fights and defeats stablemate Jermell Charlo, and Earl Spence's response is, I'm going to try and be great too and go fight Canelo, people going to look at it like you just ducking, you going for a payday. You trying to get that, you trying to cash out. Then you're going to go back and fight Crawford after you lose because he ain't going to be no favorite against Canelo.
Not at all. But you never know what the outcome will be. On top of all of that, you know, boxing period is a daring to be great sport. That's why, you know, Charlo versus Crawford is so intriguing, if you ask me.
Yeah, we're gonna keep that fire going, man. I'm gonna you know, try to present some interviews with people within that camp and keep that fire going. I think that's a good fight. You know, they being the media at least brought up to Bob Arum the Teixeira fight. Like, obviously we birthed that conversation on the show, but it made it to Bob. And there was articles about it, and Crawford didn't want that fight. And understandable. You know, Teixeira does nothing when you compare him to, damn, bro, why? Oh, this has got to be Steve. I don't know why. Mario's taking these numbers and not updating. Steve in Chicago, what's up? Right? Oh, you're not.
Yeah, hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm calling in because there's finally I like the topic that was just brought up. The one you started with ain't got much to say on that. Hey, man, I'll tell you what, put yourself in Bob's shoe for a second. Let me ask you a question. If you want this fight to happen, are you letting Crawford come to Fox and fight Charlo?
But
answer that.
You don't need that,
now,
though.
Answer that. If you're Bob, what?
No, co-promotion or Charlo goes
over. Right? Now, the fight ain't going to be no co-promotion. That fight ain't big enough for a co-promotion. And if I'm Al, I got options. Crawford is the one that ain't got options, brother. Crawford ain't got the options. That ain't my problem. I'm just putting myself in Al's shoes.
Yeah, but listen to me. But listen to me. But listen. As a boxing fan, answer this. What's a bigger fight for you? Crawford versus Jermell Charlo or Jermell Charlo versus Jason Rosario?
Well, Crawford, of course.
Wow. Now, listen, I was hoping. Let me tell you something. I was fucking praying because that's a hard axe right there. To say that the undisputed fight is not bigger than the Crawford fight moving up. But that's how big this fight is. That you and I both think, even if Charlo goes and fights his other guy in the division who just knocked out Williams, the Crawford fight is still bigger. That's why, if you're Al, you do send Charlo over there because you can't give Charlo a bigger fight. What's a bigger fight? What's a bigger fight? I'm bringing you back. Tell me, what's a bigger fight that Bob could put together?
It's not big enough.
No, excuse me.
It's not big enough. Hold on, listen to me. It's not big enough to co-promote, though. It's bigger, but it's not that big.
That's fine. I'll swallow that pill. But tell me, what other fight could Heyman give Jermell Charlo that calms him down and says, don't worry about Crawford. This fight is just as big. Which one? Give it to me.
Off the top of my head, I can't think right now, but I hear you, but I'm telling you, I'm not going to ESPN. I'm not letting Charlo go to ESPN just for Crawford. Because Crawford ain't nobody to me.
Steve.
You gotta look at it from the business point of view, brother. Why do I always got to go? Why does PBC always got to send their fighters to Dazn and ESPN? Why does it always got to be like that?
I'm gonna tell you why. I might bring you back. Because you got a little bit of background noise when you're on your cell phone versus Skype. But this is why, man. If I'm Jermall Charlo, right, the biggest fight that you got for me is Brian Castellano, Patrick Teixeira, Jason Rosario, Erickson Lubin, Jarrett Hurd, Tony Harrison rematch, Erickson Lubin rematch, I should have said, Liam Smith. Enrique, you got background, baby. When you get up and go away, please mute. Terrell Gausha, like, none of those names. This little bitch love fucking behind me when I'm on the Kell Brook. Maybe that. And that's disrespectful to Crawford to assume that a Jermell Charlo versus Kell Brook is bigger than Jermell Charlo versus Terrence Crawford. I don't see it. I don't see it. Al should have no reason not to send Jermell Charlo to ESPN to do a huge fight on a huge platform that publicizes boxing very well. Steve Kim is going to be writing the hell out of those articles about this amazing fight and how the modern day Sugar Ray Robinson and Terrence Crawford is yet again moving up to be a 4-division world champion. Something that only Canelo and Mikey and Broner have done. Man, I can sell the shit out of this one. Please. 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 This is a good-ass fight and a great way to really give Crawford a fucking amazing win under his resume, if he can get it. Because it's not an easy axe for sure. Not an easy axe at all. Getty, you going to talk to us or you still listening? All right. Still listening. Let me see. Is in tree. Oh, there you I guess he's still listening. You listening or not, Getty? You got me going crazy.
My bad, man. Sometimes the Skype be fucking up sometimes, man. But I do on the topic with Jermell Charlo. I would rather see Jermell Charlo continue in his division and go for undisputed. Just because as just watching boxing, I want to see an undisputed champ. And 154 is a division that I like. However, if we talk about business, if it sits well with Charlo to fight Crawford, for Crawford to go up in a division or whatever the case may be, then let it be good business. But if we just talking about for boxing, I prefer for Charlo just to go for the undisputed.
The thing is that I was incorrect in what I said. Him fighting Jason isn't undisputed. Jason vacated the IBO, so all he's got now is IBF and WBA, and Patrick Teixeira still has the WBO. Jermell Charlo has the WBC, so that division is still very much fragmented, and Jason Rosario isn't as proven and as, celebrated as Terrence Crawford. So, I think that Terrence is still the bigger fight, man. I'm gonna have to do this show separately, man. I'm telling you, and call it 4-division world champion Terrence Crawford. What if? You know what I mean? Cause look, if you want to just be world champion in 4 divisions, you can fight Patrick Teixeira, and he didn't want that. He didn't want that, and that's because he's a competitive guy. That dude brought nothing to the table. But Crawford, you guys shouldn't underestimate him either. You can go and watch his sparring with Carlos Ademas, and he did what Teixeira did years ago in Gleason's gym. So Crawford is not shy, or it's not like he hasn't been in the ring with big guys. He spars with Steven Nelson as well. You know what I mean? Robert Brandt. These are big dudes. What do you think Robert Brandt is weighing when he comes into camp? You know what I mean? Steven Nelson, you know what I mean? So this is not a, like a far-fetched fight. I think that very big possibility that could be made. From a fan's perspective anyway, because, you got to think what Steve said. Business-wise, why would Bob risk it? It's not like Jermell brings in an astronomical amount of popularity. I'm pretty sure he's not past 400,000 on Insta, But he's done some good ratings, but so has Crawford. But we got a counterpunch, it looks like. Let me see here from JT. What up?
Yeah, Ness, quick question. Me and the Tree we're not going back and forth, but this is my question to you, and I guess you can ask to the rest of the panel. You think Keith Thurman versus Terrence Crawford is a bigger fight than Charlo versus Terrence Crawford?
No, man. Hell no. Keith is hurt, man. Keith ain't 100. There's so many questions about Keith. Dougie, in my opinion, that's what I'm telling you. I'm about to beat the drum until everybody tell me no. I'm beating the drum on this one because, yo, this might be 50-50. It might be 50-50. What would the betting odds be for this? You're talking about a guy that's moving on. Look, fans lie. Betting odds don't. And the bookies are gonna take into consideration that Crawford's been hurt by littler men. You know what I mean? They're gonna take that into consideration. Bookies are gonna take into consideration that Jermell Charlo was outboxed by a lesser boxer than Crawford. If that's hopefully that didn't sound disrespectful because I love Tony Harrison. But yeah, man. I mean, this is an interesting fight, bro. Like the more I think about it, the more I like it. I mean, I can't find a bigger fight for Charlo out there, and for Crawford, I can't find a bigger fight for him out there. Because Thurman isn't bigger than this. Like, which one is more dangerous in your eyes? Like, what do you like more, Cash, bringing you back into this? So he said Thurman versus Crawford. Is that bigger for you? I know you're a one-time Thurman fan.
I was saying I think it would be because it's an even playing field, but this is a much more hardcore fight because of the smaller guy coming up, you know, against the Charlo. But then Errol Spence versus Keith Thurman is bigger than Crawford Charlo, if you ask me. 100% Keith Thurman considering.
Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford should be bigger. But if this picks up legs, this can eclipse it. Because
no, but I'm saying comparing Thurman in the mix, putting him in the mix. Thurman versus Spence is bigger than this versus Crawford, Charlo versus Crawford.
Hell no. How is Thurman bruh, until Thurman gets back in the win column with a decent win and we know he's 100, how are you saying that him versus Spence, that's like a wounded animal? You put in the.
That's what I said, 100% Thurman. So
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. We don't know about 100% Thurman. So if they make Thurman Spence right now, it's like, yo, we think Spence is gonna win. If they make Spence Crawford right now, we think Crawford's gonna win because, if they make Crawford Thurman right now, Crawford Thurman right now, we think Crawford's gonna win. Right. People gonna think he's gonna win whether Thurman's 100% or not. But I'm going to be like, damn, my boy ain't 100. If he's 100, I'm picking motherfucking Keith. I think he the next Mayweather, right? Ain't that what I said? I got to stick with those words. But he's not 100. So listen, I'm telling you, this fight will come out of nowhere and be bigger than Earl versus Bud because of the danger. Because of the danger. Listen. We just not thinking about it clearly. Earl didn't even knock out little ass Mikey. What would Charlo do to Mikey?
Probably put him on his ass.
Exactly. Earl ain't even put him down. He ain't even put him down. So if Bud moves up, the element of danger is there. They gonna call. Yo, if you thought this is, you see, because the difference between Mikey and Earl and Brooke and Gennady and Khan and Canelo is that those fights weren't realistic. We knew the little man was going to lose. This little man got a shot.
And he's a pound for pound.
This little man might be the favorite. So the fight is bigger. It's going to get sexier. You see, right now it's just us. But once this get a little bit of legs and it gets out there and they start scratching their heads, they're going to be like, wait a minute. This is a dangerous fight. Wait a minute. He will prove that he's pound for pound. You know, this is a big fight.
Right. Now, that's why I threw pound for pound in there because, you know, he's probably going to be able to move to whatever catch weight they agree with if it ain't 154 and do the same things he does at 147. So I'm thinking it's a dangerous fight. Period, because this is that one punch could change, and this is a jaw-testing fight for Crawford.
And we ain't even talked today. We did yesterday, but we didn't talk today about the build-up. The build-up. It ain't like these two are gonna be like, "Hey, man, see you on fight night, man. Good job, sir." Yeah. You know, You crazy?
Yeah.
Yo, Charlo's gonna get so vexed. He's gonna be freaking, come on, bruh. Nah. He'll probably go into the fight like this disrespectful. So I'm gonna beat his ass. Cause y'all really don't let the betting odds make Crawford the favorite. Imagine the shit that Charlo gonna talk. He gonna feel so disrespected.
Yo, it's
Then
crazy.
you got,
how
let me
these
throw
have
this in there
division.
because you a casual. I gotta throw this in there. Derek James gets to the podium. Crawford just grabs him. Man, you don't know shit about boxing. You was keeping your welterweight away from me. That's why I'm coming for your junior middleweight. You know what I'm saying? Like you the one saying me and Earl gotta marinate. So I'm gonna marinate with your junior middleweight. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, the ammunition is there. It's there. And then Bomac is his own character. You think he ain't gonna say it? They kept Spence away from us, so look at us. We coming for his whole squad. We'll do it however y'all want. We'll get Spence first, last, sideways, don't matter. We coming for him.
Eat all these lions up.
Yo, I could see this shit blowing. Blowing. I wish I was a consultant for Bob. This is a good fight. The build-up, the poster, yo, everything. Crawford does all the right.
Like this, that surprise 2020.
It
comeback.
is, man. It is. This is Andy Ruiz, AJ all over again. And I don't mean it with any pun intended to the upset. I mean it to the fact that it becomes a spectacle. It becomes something, a moment in boxing history that we don't forget because it is a real. I can't call it a super fight until we see the reaction of the public, but the challenge is real. The challenge is real.
Off bat, the challenge is real.
And I do believe it on pay-per-view. I believe it does easily over 275, anywhere to 350. If Fury Wilder did 350, I know they heavyweights, and I sound hypocritical saying that this will do those numbers because obviously heavyweights bring out the casuals, but I think those numbers are fair because you got to remember that Earl being a welterweight coming off a good pay-per-view with Mikey did like 200 and something or 300 and something with Porter. Porter, is he more known than Charlo? Do the fight fans like him more than Charlo? You know?
I think so. The hardcores probably like his style more than Porter's. Jamel's, that is. They like Jamel's style more. I see it this way.
Jamel is the one. Porter, people get at Porter suits and stuff. They like Jamel and the Charlo swag more, bro. Like that's just.
But they also
facts.
like the energy that they bring, to
exactly,
the build-up.
And that's what I'm saying. So that means that a fight with, not means, but hypothetically, you got to assume that a fight with Charlo, who's more of a character than Sean, will do better with Crawford, who, when given the right antagonist, is way more of a character than Earl. Earl, we've only seen Earl go out there and get funky twice. I'm not going to say why. If you don't know, that's on you. We recovered it numerous times, but he doesn't get out there and get funky alone. Like, you know what I mean? He need that, blank courage and shit. So it's like, Crawford, if you said something, he getting at you. And there's a lot of somethings there already. The Derek James element is there, and then him and Charlo back and forth is there, and then the competitive nature of Charlo is there. I love that fight, man. That would be a perfect setup fight for 2021.
People are going to lean towards Crawford as the winner here.
And that's going to disrespect Charlo. He going to feel so infuriated. He going to train. Yo, everything that he was saying about Harrison is how he going to feel. Like, y'all really think a welterweight going to beat me? Y'all always disrespecting the Charlos. I'm telling you, man. Bob just need to sit down with me and let me paint this picture. Yo, he will feel disrespected by the articles. Oh, Crawford's greatness is going to... the headlines are going to be... Crawford finally gets an opportunity to show his greatness. Charlo's going to be reading like, oh, they got me as a tune-up. I'm a stepping stone.
They got me as food.
Him and Derek will work, man. Him and Derek will work. I love it. I love it. I love it.
And you don't only get one Charlo, you get Jamal Charlo.
You gonna get that element, and you gonna get some of the Earl. How are the cameras in the build-up not gonna get some of Earl? How they not gonna put the pressure on Earl? Like, Earl, you don't feel some type of way that, you know, you should have been fighting? I mean, you know, everybody got a plan. I want to pack you out. You know, I want to pack you out. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you don't feel like this is like your big brother take. I mean, me and Charlo ain't brothers. Oh, but like stablemates. You know what I mean? He's the bigger. Like, yo, the freaking daggers are there. You just gotta throw them. It's gonna take a reporter to be brave enough to sell Earl. Like, I mean, he is the bigger dude in the stable, and you letting him go fight the welterweight. Like,
and
you
could
have stepped in. You could have said, nah, Al, that's going to ruin my image. Don't let Charlo go fight him. It's going to kill my image. I'm going to look like I'm ducking. So it's a lot of elements here, bro. I love this. I love this.
And they're both New York fighters.
Oh, now Steve saying he'll pay pay-per-view. I convinced Steve in Chicago already. Nah, he been saying he let a fight, but he don't believe it'll happen. I will pay pay-per-view. They get 80 from me. They get 80. I want HD of this. I want to see it in HD. And then Crawford make all the right. You know, he always making the mean mug. So these two, they both mean mug. Yo, this is the fight that comes out of nowhere. Bam. And they both need it. I can't repeat myself enough. What's a bigger fight for the both of them?
Well, for Charlo, that's a big fight.
And for Crawford, maybe Earl is bigger because the world don't know who Charlo is. They don't know the story that I'm painting yet. They don't know that story I'm painting yet. But let me see. We got Boomerang Intrigue. We never went to Intrigue at all, right?
I don't think so.
I mean, neither. So we're going to go the first time with the Boomerang intro.
Hell no. He mad because I get the better fights. He mad because they still like me more. He mad because I got better numbers. He mad because he can't beat Keith Thurman. That's why he mad. Hell no.
So once when I get on that stage and I come at you, better not duck me, son. You better not duck me, son. I'm telling you.
Man, what's good? What's good? I know coronavirus going on.
Yo,
and
don't come in here with that dry energy. I know you hating on this fight. You hating on this fight because you want Thurman in the mix.
Hey, look, man. I know everybody want big matches and to see some boxing, but that shit ain't happening. I ain't trying to be the negative, the Debbie Downer. It's not happening.
You sure sound like
you can just think about it from the PBC perspective. From if Charlo did beat Crawford, who is Earl's big fight now? Who is his big fight? And you saying it might do 250K, so they're gonna swap out and let Charlo beat possibly.
No. That's my minimum. Those are my minimums. I'm showing the networks that I believe it's gonna make its money back. It don't mean that that's where it maxes at. That's my minimum.
We know what Spence Crawford gonna do.
No, we don't.
We know it's gonna do way more than Charlo, but
how much?
We know that for a fact.
Who said how much?
I mean, come on, Ness. We know that for a fact.
I don't
Spence
know.
and Bud is way bigger than Bud and Charlo. And nobody is calling for Bud and Charlo except a bunch of hardcores. That's the truth. told. And then to say that the Bud and Charlo is bigger than Thurman and Crawford, that's crazy too.
Hell
and if
yeah.
And look, Thurman, and if you say Thurman is hurt, but look, Thurman is hurt. So okay, then you know what they're gonna do? What's more likely is they're gonna give Thurman a fight, and they're gonna let Bud fight Brook, and then they're gonna put them together. That's what's more likely. Not Bud and Charlo. I'm telling you, I ain't putting no energy towards that fight. That's my call.
All right, Jermaine, New Jersey.
Shut it down.
What up? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Loud and clear.
Loud and clear. Hey, it's a big fight, man. It's a big fight. You can't knock the fact that it's a big fight. Do we want it more? Who knows, man? Hey, listen, but my man, I'm a Bud fan. He too little. He too little. If the defense was better, we had something like a Floyd, and he could make those type of jumps. The defense ain't there. It just ain't there. But it's a pay-per-view fight. It might be 50-50 because us Butt fans, we go heavy. Yes, it's a great little match, man. Anything else? It would look really bad. It would look really, really bad with your boy Spence if this fight was allowed to happen. But it would also, if Bud was somehow able to pull it off, it would be the biggest mega fight that we can have in the next 5 years or so, man. It would be amazingly big. Yeah, that's my call.
5 years from now.
Yo, listen, I believe the same thing he believes, that like if the fight happens, it only makes the Earl fight bigger, because now the pressure's on Earl. The tables have turned. Earl went from the unified, considered #1 welterweight, right? It was arguable, but he was considered among most. So it's like now he topped you. You ain't the favorite. Like, you got to do something now. I mean, I like it. I like it, but I hear this guy intrigue and how and why it ain't gonna happen. But I don't know, man. I think that's how super fights are born. They're the fights that we are least thinking about. 704, talk to us.
Yo, man, what's good, man? Hey, prayers and, peace and prosperity tomorrow and his family. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to get too caught in the hypotheticals of a 154 pound. We can't find blood at 147 pound. We need to stick to 147 first. I ain't going to get caught in the banana and tailpipe trick. But with that being said, tell Mario to put that belt on the front porch. Boss All Promotions on the way to get that. You know what I'm saying? Because Stanley's had firsthand problems with coronavirus with his wife, and he was still expected to perform and rap. So, I mean, like I said, peace and prayers to Mario, but we need that belt. Boss All Promotions. If you don't want your manager dancing and singing all in the video, it ain't many of us come to Boss All Promotions. And everybody after call, because I don't need 3 weeks to write no rhymes. Anybody want Smoke Dog be on the back call. Freestyle fight is a real freestyle. I need 2 weeks. And I've been calling people out for a while. They know it. Shout out to TBV, the family. That's it.
Damn, why don't I thought Israel was looking for a fight. What happened? And you can't sign him.
Me and Israel been on the back call before. He already gave me the champ. So listen, I'm a real freestyler. I don't need to write rhymes. So I eat accordingly. It don't take me 2 seconds.
I mean, why you don't just drop like 8 for us though?
Just ride it.
No, and I ain't gonna because it's too easy. I've been trying to find smoke. No, I ain't gonna do that.
Bro, that's how you drop. That's how you find
smoke. No.
You don't get fights. You don't get fights without fighting.
Yes. I got the smoke in the. Listen, I already got the smoke. The smoke along. I pulled the smoke along already. See, y'all want to hear something, but we ain't gonna go that far. I wanted to pull the smoke alongs. And Tree say he don't want to go against me because he don't freestyle. Israel gave him my props. He don't want to go against me. He don't want to go against me. So what I'm saying is, I want to get a real freestyler, Smoke Dog.
But what you mean by a real freestyler? You want somebody who ain't gonna write and it's a battle?
No. I'll put my weight versus theirs, but they need 2 weeks, 5 days, and all that to prepare for me. So it's like, okay, why raise the freestyle? They ain't gonna come with no freestyle. They want a week to go to get ready, and I'm on the back call every day.
Man, I want you to drop something, man. Come on, man.
No, I ain't gonna spoil the party. Listen, I tell you what, all they do is let somebody. I pull the smoke along, and then if somebody want to go out,
I can say the same thing without dropping no 8. We don't know if you great.
Ness, I drop all the time back there though,
bruh.
So you don't know that.
We don't know that. We don't know that. The eyes and the ears over here.
Man, it's Boss All Promotions. Slaying's #1 thing, and I'm Smoke Dog. I tell Stan, you stay out the way. Let me handle this. No, I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna throw a smoke along. Somebody get serious, and then I goddamn drops. I'm pulling the smoke along right now. If I need to come back, I'm gonna do something. Then we'll go. But the champ is in here.
I mean, okay, self-proclaimed champ. That don't really count. You know what I mean, Enrique? I'm good as hell at talking shit. I can make you believe I could rap too. You know what I'm saying?
Should have dropped 8 right here on this platform.
Like, look, I could just be like, man, I'm better than all these dudes, but I ain't gonna spit. Like, what the hell?
The back call's cool, but right here you drop 7 days later, they had this shit on YouTube.
Yeah, the world know your name.
7,000.
Know your name. The world.
That's a smoke alarm right there.
World knows your name. Jay in Colorado, what up? Jay, Colorado. Just listening. Just listening.
What up, Jay in Colorado?
All right. I think Osiris boxing, you using a boomerang? No, yes, maybe so. J Mac, oh, you a boomerang, right? What's up?
Yep. Hey, let me clear something up with Boss Hog Promotion.
Oh man.
First of all, he get on the air and he don't want to spit that and pull that smoke alarm that he talking about he can pull. So that nigga just woofing. And then he get on here talking about using lines that I didn't already put on air and stuff like the Boss Hog Promotion. All he got is that little rapper Stainless. He can't even go on about Stainless no more. The guy's name is Stain now. He got his letter stripped by Mario on air where it go down where it matters. Man, they ain't touching M's yet. Just like Cholo was told by Danny Jacobs. Man, you can't take something like that serious. For this Cholo and Bud fight, I thought it was just talk, but I'm actually looking forward to it. Some of the points that was brought up early got me like, all right, that'd be a big fight. And if Bud do win and stuff like that, only makes the other fight bigger. But it ain't no comparison to Keith Thurman. I mean, Cholo and Bud is a bigger and better fight than Keith Thurman and what's going on. And it's actually bigger than Errol and Spence right now. It's just a slide up on us. And Steve, you're a hater. I just want to let it be known. You've been a hater. I always thought you was a hater. Keep your hate on. Just like I hate on Canelo, you the haters club and stuff like that. Stay off that back call because I'm coming for you.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, it is a super fight because it's gonna slide up on us. Wait till we get that interview with Bob, man. Wait till we get that interview with Bob, and you will see how things start picking up. We just need the right names. Even interview with Bomac, that'll work. But Bomac is asleep. But that'll work. That'll work. Yes, sir, man. But let's see here. What do we got? Intrigue. Did we go to you twice?
Killing me with this super fight stuff, man. I'm gonna let y'all have it. I don't even got the energy to debate. Bud versus Brook is a bigger fight than Bud versus Charlo, man. I'm
crazy,
telling y'all,
man.
I ain't, man. With the UK fans,
Brook is broken, man.
Nah, man. Nobody knows Charlo, man. I'm telling you. I love the fight. Don't get me wrong. If it happens, I'll be watching it. I'll pay pay-per-view. I'll pay pay-per-view for any decent fight anyway. But the casuals don't know who Charlo is, man. They don't know him, man. The dude is man. That is some fantasy stuff, man. What y'all talking about. But I get it. We all in desperation for boxing, so we gotta goddamn hallucinate over what is a super fight. That definitely ain't a super fight. I'm usually with you on the matchmaking this, but this one I ain't with you.
This one, listen, nobody thought Kell Brook versus Gennady was going to be a super fight, but why was it perceived as one? Why was it accepted as one?
I thought it was a big fight.
Oh, so if that's a big fight, what's this?
It's not a big fight, man. It's not a big fight. I think
they're going to label you as a hater too, man. You're going to be labeled as a hater too.
It's not a super fight. A super fight is a Canelo Golovkin. That was a super fight. Wilder Fury. Those are super fights. You can't just throw that title super fight just around like that. Charlo Bud is not a super fight. It's not, man.
If you say so.
It's a good fight. It's a good fight. Yeah. Not a super.
Say so. Wait till it pick up legs. You're like, yo, remember that shit that happened right here, Ness?
That fight handicap ain't getting no legs.
Handicap? What you mean? What you mean? Now we getting somewhere, y'all. Now we getting somewhere.
Handicap meaning it disabled. It ain't got no legs.
Why?
It ain't gonna grow no legs.
Why?
Because Bob don't want it or Al don't want it. That fight ain't happening.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't happening. This. Watch what Bob say if you get him on later on. I told you what he was gonna say last night. Now watch what he say. I guarantee you, he say something.
There you go, Trenton Jones. It is a super fight.
Oh man, ain't no super fight. I'll let y'all have it, though. I ain't even gonna argue with y'all, man.
Telling you, champ. And we just started. We just started, man. We just started. Let me see if Malinaji awake, man. See if Trey, you ready? Talk to us.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, I just woke up. Where Mario at? Did I miss the rap battle?
Yeah, he not here. He's in the hospital with his grandma.
Oh, man. All right. Charlo, I don't know, man. I don't know if that shit is super fight. I don't know. To me, I think it may be just because of the risk, like you say. I think, shit. I don't know, though. I think Bud may be too small. I was already kind of leaning towards Spence more in the beginning because of the size. So I really don't know, man. Bud might want to stay his ass at 147, man. Charlo just may be a little bit too much. What else we covering next?
The AJ trolling Wilder.
Oh, yeah, that's going to happen because Wilder was trolling him, remember? Wilder was like, I think he need to move to the side. He need to get out the way and let me and Andy Ruiz get busy. So it's only right AJ to return the favor. And to me, AJ ain't trolling him as hard as Wilder was trolling his ass. Wilder was clowning that boy. So
Malinaji on, he awake too. Hopefully we could get Malinaji on.
It's just a little. I think he just giving Wilder a little bit of that payback from when he was down. You know what I'm saying? He could have been shitting on him. I feel like AJ taking it light on Wilder a little something. You know?
Yeah. Well, he doing some backhanded shit, and that's what he doing.
All right, I'm gonna have to look it up. That's my first one.
It's on Chris Mannix interview, Trey. I think I just seen Brandon. He must have dropped off. Let me see. It looks like JT is saying that Israel Weber wants a shot at 704. But I don't know. They're going to have to confirm with me, man, like when they trying to do this. You know? Be a lot of backpedaling. Damn, I'm waiting on Malinaji to answer. But if not, you know, I'm going to bump him to the night show. Bump it. Bump it. Bump it. Osiris Boxing, what up, champ? I seen you unmute earlier. You good? All right. Just reconnecting. Let's see. Osiris, you good? You ready? Whoa, did Stonebone say Bud stops Charlo? Wow. He didn't say that on there. Did we ever go to Stonebone? Stonebone, did we go to you? Did we go to him? Did we go to Stonebone?
Yeah, you did.
I think so. We did.
Okay. Well, that is everybody. I want to thank everybody that tuned in. I'm going to definitely try and put some shows together on this topic, man. Make it fun. That's GTO, Instagram, and Twitter. Catch us on the next one. 7 o'clock today, we should be live, and we'll have Thurman at 7:30. Latest we go live is like 7:15, since we only going to have Thurman. But if that changes and we get Bob, we'll probably, go a little earlier, and I'll just give you the, back call. Okay.
Yo, what up?
Okay. I'm waiting on you, champ, because then I'm going to go to Israel. Israel he said he going to spit.
He want to come on and close out.
He coming and spit. He say he coming for a 704 net.
Okay. Yo, follow me, TBV_casual fan on Twitter, as well as my YouTube channel. And don't forget the Patreon page.com, Boxing Fan Apparel. I'm about to post some pictures up that I took, made some shirts yesterday, and you'll be the first to be able to order it, especially if you're a pledger. $3 pleasure will get to see it first.
Pledgey. I get to see it first. All right, so Osiris says Skype playing games with him. So go ahead, Israel, the floor is yours, man. Take it away.
All right, here we go. Can you hear me all right?
We hear you.
704, is that your area code? Google told me that's in Charlotte. That seems far away. Is it cold? cold like ice because my diamonds shine like my peace. Ice, you know, like iced. Ice, you know, like vanilla. But seriously, man, quit claiming the East. When I hear East, I think Manhattan. Any borough except Staten. Hell, included, I'll give you all 5. But you got to take that drive up I-95 to strive. You too far from Biggie, geographically and in skills. Hell, I'm crushing you right now. I'm a white boy from the hills. Maybe you think you're the next Jay, or is it Nas you trying to be? They from Queens, dude. You from the country. You may have killed me in that last freestyle, no tricking. But to be honest, I didn't understand you. Time to upgrade the iPhone from Cricket. Rapping ain't my first skill, but some still say I'm on the level of TIP. All you is the poor man's CYP.
Damn. Izzy killing it.
At least he told you he's from the hills.
We got a super chat from James Benitez. Says Charlo got 312 followers for the Buzz Scouts. Big mad.
312,000, that is.
312,000, that is. I wonder, let me make sure, is that, I hope that's not, because that's, I think that's intrigue. That's intrigue.
Israel Weber, he rang the alarm.
Ring the alarm. Where 704 at? Yo, you got to get back, man.
704, I think that's Charlotte.
Must be cold out there.
Charlotte. It must be cold over there. Cold like ice on our wear.
You see, like my
man, Israel spit that weak shit last week. Israel know I ate him up. That's some old rhyme he said.
Bruh, he came at you live. So what, you backing out the fight?
No, I'm ready. No, I said I was ready.
Oh, all right.
I was like, okay, no, Israel know he wrote that shit last because I heard him mumbling. I gave him an hour and a half to get ready. Like he said, I killed him. So you want some?
Go ahead.
I'm a TBV. Fuck the East. I'm from the South. Put it in this shit like a dick in their mouth. I own the whole fucking streets. Ain't got to talk when I walk. Ride on rims all week, nigga, like a fucking boss. Can't see me at your best. You only playing games. Buck your ass down. I'm a boss, you a lame. You can't see me at your best, so get it out your brain. You spitting weak, nigga. I spit flames. Get it in, the whole game is mine. I play the win. You can't see me at your best. You sitting back drinking gin. I'm only freestyling, don't have time to write. These fuck niggas wildin'. They trying to meet my wife. I have their wife playing with pipes all night. You see me in the week, I'm laying in the night. I'm a king, playing the shit 10 for a ring. I was playing around with it. Need me on the after call, dog. Only freestyle. You need an hour, 2, 3 hours, write your shit, get it together, and I'm ready. Boss all the life.
What you think? You the judge, man. Who had the better delivery there? You bopping to more? Like who you think won?
He was hard. Israel was more battle. Oh, damn, I can't call it.
That
man.
almost sounded like written, but you knew that it wasn't because the part that you thought was written was like just him crutching because he was freestyling. So he was like kept repeating the same phrase. What was it like? You don't remember that phrase he kept repeating?
Nah, some of it
he used it like 3 times. It was the same bar over and over. Like something, I don't know. Can't remember it. I don't know. Go to the callers, man. Is this Brandon?
Hey, what's good, Ness? What's good, Enrique? Nah, this Sonny.
Oh, shit, my bad, Sonny. I ain't used the chart, man. What's going on?
Hey, man, you killing me with the Sonny and Sony.
Oh, shit, man. I'm doing so bad.
No, it's good. It's good. But, yo, man. Hey, bro, I want to know if I got a couple seconds to kick a freestyle, bro. And I'm just going to battle because the last freestyle that I spit, nobody challenged me. So I'm just going to keep my freestyle to anybody that want it. Can I bust one?
I mean, yo, address it to them 2 dudes that just spit, man. Take them both on,
hey, yo,
man.
they could get it if they want it, bro. I'm that gifted, bro. This is for any freestyler out there. Much respect to Mario and Stainless. They're dealing with family situations, so I'm just putting this out there for anybody that want it. Anybody could get it.
Anybody could get it.
All right. Skills to pay the bills with any caller. You fake boxing news experts get dealt with real quick, so don't slip. Get your point stuck in your mouth from these hard thoughts like Wilder fists, like Ness. Dudes be corny, little knowledge, whack like Mario, slipping up and hanging up. The big muscular and handsome Pamela out the Midwest. Get your whack ass flatline like the Ness co-host. The new dude coming through blazing. Johnny Blaze, flaming all takers from intrigue to easy. Wario to stainless. Rebuttals are painless. Topic inputs, your rebuttals are so brainless. The greatest thing that happens to TBV since Patreon. Get your seat overthrown. Sony Woods, the new champion. I'm out. Peace.
Yo, he did come at all of y'all. He came at all of y'all. And that's the second time. Ain't nobody want to get him. And now he coming for heads, man. He coming for heads. Stainless on the boomerang. Wow. He mentioned your name too, Stainless. He said your name. He said Joe name. Your name Stainless? He said your name then. Oh, he busy right now. Okay, he writing something, I guess. Sony.
Nah, y'all ready for me?
Oh, I mean, Sony came for you.
Go ahead.
Yeah, man, I heard him, man. That's nice, man. He said it was a freestyle. It sounded a little rich, so that's good, man. I like that, dude. I got my boots and gloves laced up, engaged in the ring, the square space, all fighting for the right to be king. I lost and keep fighting. What it is to be greatness. Get up, clean yourself off what it mean to be stainless. So it's back to the basics. And I got a new trainer. Get my belts back, then I move up in the rankles. Untitled Entertainment Field Study on Tuesday. We work out training. Thursday, the flagship. For Fridays, we get faded. Spit rhymes off the pages. Boss hog and the stainless. If it's not about money, you not speaking my language. TBV on the spot. Boxing information. We'll put the work in the yayo. Then I fucked up. There you go.
All right. Well, I was bopping in the beginning. I mean, he had me in the beginning.
Let's hear your joint, Ness.
Nah, man.
Nah.
Yo, I feel like this my league, though. I don't feel out my league, but dog, nah.
I feel like it's my league too. Like I could be like straight out the married rap dungeons.
Yo, you hear Staten Island?
Dungeons of rap. The money drop deep.
Yo, he got that. That's that. What's the name of them? The Staten Island boys influence on you, man.
Nah, that was Nas' influence, man. Shut up. You don't know what you're talking about sometimes.
I mean, you said dungeon. I thought you was talking about 36 Chambers kind of influence.
Straight out the married dungeons of rap. That's what Nas was like. Straight out the dungeons of rap.
Yeah, man. Well, let's see. So we should go and I guess Trey. What do you think, Trey? What do you think, Trey? Who won that?
Hey, nobody.
What? Wow.
Wow. Stainless, I'm sure Stainless is saving his good shit.
She said it's a four-way tie.
Who was the best out of all? I mean, they weren't all A+, but there was a best out of them.
Stainless had some bars. Israel again, coming with his shit. Oh man, I don't know. Stainless, the delivery wasn't good, bro. I hope that's not what you was gonna use on Mario. Please,
fumble. That was what it was.
Yo, they trying to say he got the COVID pushback.
Hey man, and then is Mario ducking using the grandma excuse?
Ooh.
Don't be blaming it on Grandma Mario. If it's true, bro.
He just texted me too. Let me see what he said.
Yo, the thing about Israel is that he come off real, like he really mean that shit.
Kaz. Israel's a better rapper than you, bro. Please.
Oh shit! You got Kaz, because you be trying to freestyle. They don't know when you put paper to pen, you gonna get.
When I put paper to pen,
okay, Kaz, you gotta write it down, man, because you
enter the dark room of my mind when I spit.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? I'm a poet.
Like
the world's gone mad, but my mind is made up. Time to let y'all into the dark room of my mind. You gonna find out if you join my Patreon. All right.
Okay. That wasn't a rap though. That was just like you. You know what I'm saying?
I got a pick. I guess it might be Israel, right?
Oh, so Izzy beat. All right. You took forever to give us answers. We gotta get the other answers. Joe. Damn, Joe, you spit. They ain't even put you in that. That's a 5-way battle. Wow, everybody has some. You started it off. Joe, What do you got, man? Who you think was the winner there?
You know what? I liked it. I liked Sonny, man.
Oh, he ain't mention your name though.
No, Stainless, man. Gotta be. I don't know, man. It was kind of tight. I like the Israels too, man. They might have to come back and spit another bar, man.
No, you sounding like a politician right now, champ.
Oh, he ain't got another bar, so because y'all forgot him because he was so early on the show.
Nah, man, you can't be giving extra bars.
Hey,
you supposed to make first impression. It's like The Voice, man. You get gonged if you ain't right. Pick a winner, Joe. Pick a winner. Trey pick Izzy.
Stainless.
Ooh, all right. Let's see. Weber, who you got?
On the real, I got to go with Info Joe. If we're counting him, I thought, but
you can't count yourself though. He can't count himself.
Nah, he counted Info. So his vote is for Info. That's a good vote. I felt Info's was the best too. J Mac, who you got? Who you think won today? J Mac.
Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear now.
I just want to make sure I'm clear. In all honesty, they was awesome, great. I really wish we could have matched them up better. So I like Info the best. Second would be Israel and stuff. And Sonny was good. I'd have loved for him to when 704 was woofing on here, I'd have loved for him to match that up, and we could have just kind of like put it in his tiers and shit. You got like 4 different people, and it happened differently. Like, so now I gotta just base it off. The one who stuck out the most in lines that boxing bars and bars that stood out was Info today. Yeah. Second would be Israel. Third would be Sonny, and then fourth would be 704. 704 could freestyle, but it wasn't boxing. It was more like it, like you know what I'm saying.
It was regular rap. It wasn't boxing rap.
That's my fair assessment. So if I gotta pick a winner, we're picking one. It was Info today, but I did like Israel. Israel got a different type of pitch, but you still hear his balls and his delivery. Sonny, he bringing it too. I just want to hear more of him and stuff like that. I would love Sonny and 704 to come back and match each other, honestly. Stainless, if you was bringing that shit to Mario doorstep today, oh my goodness, you was gonna get ran away from the show forever. Come back harder, man.
Yo, why they playing Stainless out like that? JT, man, who you got?
I'm gonna sound like a tape recorder, but I'm keeping it in the promotions. I love Info. That's gonna be he with JJ Promotions.
Y'all ain't even signed him yet, man. Talking about I'm gonna keep it in the promotions.
He with JJ Promotions,
oh my
man.
God,
listen to
man.
me.
What's up with
I'm
y'all?
rolling. Listen, I like Info. I like Infos. His and Israel's, they about what and what to me. I like both of them.
1 and 1. Yo, hey, Cash, that means you need to spit, man. You need to write something. Yo, you could be right at the top.
Ness, let me go. Let me finish. I'm rolling with Israel today. You know, keep it in the promotions. Second, I'm gonna go with Info. I like Info. Info came hard today. Third, I'm going with Sonny. Fourth, I gotta go with Stainless. But Stainless, like my brother just said, if you was coming from Mario with that, bruh, we would go call you Stuck, or your name would have been Stuck. It would have been not Stainless no more. It would have been not Stain. It would have been Stuck because you stuck. And 704, I like his freestyle, but you know he was just going off the head. He wasn't really keeping it boxing. For real talk, that's all I got.
Yeah, yo, man. And that's when the skills is shown, man. When you stick to the subject, that's when the skills are shown.
We forgot. I mean, I personally forgot about Info Joe, but I do remember my response, my reaction to it was, whoa.
Yeah, because he kept it all boxing.
He kept it all boxing.
Yeah, just like your poem. That's why I said, like, I think if you put paper to pen, because when you spit that poem for Thurman, that could have been a rap. It's all about delivery. It's all about delivery. You know what I mean?
I remember that. That was kind of freestyle, man. I wrote that down. I didn't put it on my phone or nothing. But I remember saying, if one time wasn't one time, then to all a good night. And the whole crowd like, whoa.
Yeah, I know it was a good punchline. I mean, you ain't giving the people any context to how you set it up, but it was a great punchline. It did get that reaction. We got 704. Who you thought won? 704, Mr.
Man, I got info. I got info number one.
Ooh.
Israel, me and Israel know he wrote that same rhyme last week when I gave him like 5 different freestyles and I gave him 3 hours to write. So Israel know that. So he's spitting it again, which is all good. He probably had time to make it better. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give Sony, you know what I'm saying? See me, I spit off because I heard my name being called. So I had to spit a rambunctious freestyle. So I'm gonna give myself last. But like I said, I'm a freestyle. I pull the smoke along. You feel me?
I feel you. We want to see you. We want to see you come back with a freestyle on topic.
Absolutely.
Keep it boxing. Show your papoose, your inner papoose. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Kendrick, you we're 704. That's Charlotte. Wait, so that's Midwest, right? That's considered Midwest.
That's Southeast Charlotte.
Oh, Carolina.
I'm in Carolina, North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay.
Big city. So don't think me no country boy. We're a big city down here.
Nah, I hear you.
People in the 10-4.
704.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, intrigue. Who you got? Who won?
Man, we keeping it boxing related. You know, that's what it's supposed to be. Info got it.
Yeah, I mean, what's up with you though? We ain't never heard nothing.
Man, you got to set something up. I ain't just doing no spontaneous stuff.
Set what up? You had 5 people come for the crown today, and it looked like Info being crowned the king.
And I'm a A side. That's how I feel it. So you give me an opponent, and then I get them on Friday.
It's different to say you an A side, and it's one thing for the public to make you the A side like they just did Info. Everybody's saying info. That's how you build your name, spitting, not holding raps back. But I hear you.
Hey, give me a target.
Enrique Church.
What?
Come at the casual. Then we went to Stain. Stonebone. No, Stainless ain't give us his pick though. Stainless, who you think won?
Yeah, if I'm gonna pick boxing related, I'm gonna definitely have to say Info Joe, hands down. After that, Sonny Woods, I mean, that dude freestyled that, and he came after all of us, and he kept it boxing related. After that, I would give it to, I guess I'd give it to Israel, because that did sound like it was directed towards 704, and I know that Israel right, so that is something that he already wrote and practiced. But it wasn't a lot of boxing related talking there. It was more just directed at 704.
Yeah, it was.
And like 704, I'm just gonna put myself at the bottom anyway, because in 704 came in here, straight off the head with what we know was a freestyle and was coming back at Israel Weber, and they weren't really boxing related, either one of them. To everybody, I guess really just the twins. And to answer your question, that's something that I wrote on the spot. Like I said, since I'm not battling Mario, that's why I didn't even bring his name up in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just wanted to do something boxing related, and you know what I'm saying, and enjoy that shit with everybody else. Like, shit, we just out here spitting, having a good time. I want to have a good time too.
Freestyling is difficult, man, because there's no
especially when you got to keep it boxing related. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm somebody that came up as an MC, hip hop, all that. You might make like one boxing reference, but then you go right back into your flow. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, like Jada always come back to selling drugs, no matter what he's talking about. Like, it's gonna be hard to stay at boxing when you used to going to something else. You know what I'm saying? So like 704, he might be like a businessman now, but he used to be a hustler. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be his immediate go-to. You know what I'm saying? Like Israel talking.
That's how you show them balls. Sticking to
you know what I'm saying? So keeping it boxing related, that just ups the difficulty level. You know what I'm saying? But to digress, definitely Info Joe, man. And what's ill is he told us, like, yo, I wrote 16, I just want to warm up the mic for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm been practicing. We're like, that's what's up, Info. And
yo, he did a Benny Siegel. He burnt the booth down.
Yo, man, and did it in that old Cool Mo D
fashion.
Yeah.
Yo,
hey,
Info, you gave me courage rapping like Kumo D. I'm like, oh shit, maybe I could spit. Old head spit like that, man. It's hard to get that new flow. Let me go to Stonebone. Who you had winning, champ?
Hey, man, we got a new East versus West beef, man. We got Info versus Sony. Tupac versus Biggie. No, I'm going with Joe, man. Joe was the delivery was strong. It was very West Coast. If it was, even though it had an old school, it was very on direct. You know what I mean? If it was 96, like I would pick Sony. He had that 90, 95, probably 93, 94 sound. It was real strong, but Joe delivery was on point. The bars and the content. So I'm gonna pick him over content over everybody. His content was on point. It was boxing. Israel, he sounded like one of them rock and roll groups. The white boy that rap in the rock and roll group. That's Israel. So he probably about third, man. Stanley, you better keep on writing, man. You better hope Mario take a sabbatical or a long vacation, man. You need that. You need a coronavirus break like Wilder got against Fury in that rematch, man. You need that time. So you better take advantage of that time, Stanley, and come back strong. I'm gonna catch y'all later, man. But Joe did it, man. Joe the winner.
All right. Cash over there writing. I'm a ghost write for you, Cash. I'm a ghost write for you. I'm telling you. Trey Miller, what up? You ain't even get your first call. What up, champ? Your first call, like on the subject that we actually talking.
Oh yeah. What's up? No, they know I like to fight. You know, it depends on if he can take the power or not. But it's a. I ain't gonna say it's a big fight, but it's a great fight. And on the battle, I mean, I think it's a two-way tie. I think I need to see another bar spit, but you know, we'll give it to Joe this week. But I think him and Sony need to battle out to see who the real champion is. That's how I feel. Okay. But I'm leaning towards somebody. But I just need them to go one more time to push me over who I was really leaning towards too. I'm leaning towards Joe, but I need another bar from both of them.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right, man. Thanks for the vote. Then, damn, Joe is like undisputed, unanimous decision, not undisputed. Joe, you only got one belt today, but you definitely got a unanimous win across the board. We going to JT on a counter punch.
Yeah, what's up? Yeah, info Joe on that. He with JJ Promotions. Sony, we looking to sign him with JJ Promotions so he could come on. You know, we'll touch him up over there. You know, get him ready for 704 Boss Hole. And just to reiterate with Stainless, that guy, hey man, look, you better do better than that. Myra go eat that up and throw that back out, man. You better do better than that. Do better, all right?
All right. Cash, what up? Talk to me.
Talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Yeah, I thought we was ending the show, but you know, I'm here. You want me to spit? That's what you trying to say? Y'all want me to spit, man. He left me by myself to spit. I got a poem I wrote a long time ago. I was trying to use it into a rap, but it go like this, right? I'm going to close my eyes so I could fantasize. I went to sleep and woke up a better boxing fan. I have my eye on every hand wrap, every swing, every punch, every follow through. I promise my dreams I will connect with my fighter too. Boxing, I will respect you. I will be in your corner more. One focus on our mind, one moment at a time, one round at a time. Fuck the politics. When your sweat seems heavy and your breath seems shorter, it's one time Thurman versus Showtime Porter. Ironically, I believe that will be the Truman Show. Pac-Man and Bradley 3. Possibly not as beautiful. To retire from the ring means you're not willing to die. The ring is to be known. Damn, I fucked up. You're not willing to die. The ring is all they know. The money will dry. The cars and diamonds will weather. Damn. The cars and diamonds may weather your storm, but the art and the dance of my fighter will live on. Live on past Bob Arum. Live on past Don King. This is the phone call from Al Heyman, and you answer the ring. How do you become a champion? You answer the ring. How do you become a better boxing fan? Get yourself a boomerang. We answer the ring. You marry the sport. You answer the ring. Your fighter needs you for 36 minutes. Bring all you can bring, because at the end, when the ring announcer sings, and the new, both our hands will be raised. This is more than a poem. It's bigger than a dream. This is boxing. Everything is answered. The sound of the ding.
Ooh, yo, why you gonna do that when I walked away? I only caught half. It was sounding really good. Did you just write that?
I fucked up a little.
Did you just write that?
Nah, I wrote that a long time ago.
Oh, nah, but that's good. Lost Files. Lost Files.
When Timothy Bradley fought Pac-Man 3 times.
See, and I keep telling you, if you just switch the delivery, your poetry could be a rap. You just got to switch the delivery. Feel me? Switch that delivery, because lyrically.
I hope I blew Info Joe out the frame with that one.
I mean, that's written. I mean, even though Joe's was written too, you know, so I don't know. You know.
But there go potential, Trey.
You know, it's all about delivery, man.
Word.
But yeah, man, let's be out. Peace.
Peace.